We've noticed a change in this, haven't we?
What's important, I think, for us to really look at is consumer behavior.
That's how we react as humans. We want it fast, we want it now.
And if you're still using the same marketing tactics, the same messaging, the same approach to that consumer from 10 years ago, you're missing out.
The consumer out there is thinking, there might be a better alternative.
We've found the institutions, we've brought them together in one place. And all of a sudden, you're instantly going in with 6, 7 offers, telling the person who wants to sell their house that I have 6, 7 offers right now. Hey friends, welcome to another episode of the Real Estate Consumer Shift. I'm Jason Wells.
Tim Evans, and we got a great show today. I'm telling you.
This is one of those shows that we've been talking about it. If you've listened to our prior shows, it's the first time you're finding us, we're going to give you some tips and tricks on ways you can market some stuff. But if you've been listening to our previous episodes here, we've been talking all about the use of marketing that is consumer of now, how the consumer has changed. A lot of that within real estate has to do with cash offers and how you pivot out of cash offers to traditional listings and stuff. What we haven't talked about is where can you go and market these things? How do you go about marketing? What is a great list of it? And that's what we're bringing. So even if this is your first time listening, we're going to hit a whole bunch of marketing.
Yeah, subscribe to this podcast. You need to go back and listen. If you're just jumping on this, you need to go back and listen to the other 6 because we really set this up, how a consumer and homeowner is thinking, what they're processing, and that's what's led us up to this point. But now, and last podcast was the platform.
Yep, we showed off the platform. You guys got to see a little bit of that. We'll show some of that off and on throughout the coming episodes. But really the thing is as agents, we need to think different.
We have to think different. And not only that, but we have to think, how can we help people that are looking to be served a way they want to be served?
That's right. It's not about coming and just telling you, this is how my service works. This is what I do. No, it's about tailoring it to their needs. And beyond their needs, their wants.
It's not talking at them or saying this. It's allowing them to get value, see the value of their property, see what we bring to the table as a value and as a great cash offer and other offers.
Yeah.
And from there, they can make good choice, good decision, and really warm up to you because you're bringing them offers. There's a big difference between walking and not having anything and having
saying, "Oh, we can go get some. We'll I promise stuff will come in."
Yeah, that doesn't work today.
Nope, it doesn't.
Yeah. So anyways, we have some application how to help people. I think this is going to be a great podcast today. So for sell by owners, right? If you have cash offers, you think if you had multiple cash offers, say you had 10, 15 cash offers sitting there on an address, do you think a for sale by owner might be interested in that, Jason?
Yes. And that's far better than the way that you're training. I bet all of you out there listening as agents have heard the training. Just call them up and say, "Hey, I've got a buyer. I'd like to come preview the house." Well, if you had cash offers, you legit have, like you said, 10, 15 cash offers, real offers to go there and bring to them.
Absolutely. And as a real estate agent, if you're buying leads, and if you have home seller type leads, right?
Mm-hmm.
And or there could be buyers that have a home to sell. Wouldn't a cash offer platform that you could just plug in that address, kick out 10, 15 offers for a home buyer? Wouldn't that be valuable?
And as prices are going up, and yes, we see interest rates coming down some, I think there's going to be a lot of people who have been holding off on making a move, in part because of what we just went through in 2023 with the market, that are going to want to buy and sell, and they're going to need to be a contingent. Yep. And this gives them the ability to go without being contingent. So now that buyer doesn't have that contingency. They're not at a disadvantage.
They're not at risk of the 2 homes.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Those folks that their dreams didn't happen, they put their home on the market. The marketing scheme that they were in, or the marketing presentation,
whatever it wasn't effective.
It wasn't effective. Didn't sell. And what do we call those? Canceled and expired.
Canceled, expired, withdrawns.
We know what those all, we if you're in real estate, you understand what that is. And that is a letdown to a homeowner.
But as an agent, you know that's somebody who previously raised their hand.
100%.
They said, "I want to sell my house." And then for whatever reason it didn't. The primary reason it didn't is they didn't have an offer that was going to work. They didn't have something that they could work with. What if you could bring them that?
If you brought the offer they're looking for in a cash offer, they could close it in 3-4 weeks and move out. I think they would more than likely want to talk to you versus anybody else.
Yep.
So that's what we bring to the table. I really like this one, distressed properties. Folks that have issues, financial issues, and say they just have had hard times. We have a cash and lease back product.
We have a phenomenal program for them.
Yes, and so they can cash out, they can retain their equity, they can lease it back. If they need to lease it back for 6 months or a year, they can stay in the home.
Yep.
And if they do get some things fixed financially, they can even buy the home back.
They can buy the home back. And the thing is
penalty.
It may be that, well, they were in foreclosure or they had been missing payments. How are they going to qualify in a year? The fund that does this is non-traditional financing. So they're not looking at the same factors. And yes, their program in part is built to allow you to purchase it back in a year if that's what you want the option to do.
And man, as a real estate in that warm and nice, knowing that you really help somebody, that they will be a raving fan for life in that scenario. And you're helping somebody.
That's what it's about.
Yes.
That's really what it's about, as being an agent.
Yes. And we talked about that the other day. That's our big why.
Yes.
Is not only helping agents, but it's also to help the consumer. And it's everybody involved in this process. I like this database. How many homeowners would like to know how their house is trending, how their home's trending every 30 days, where you could send them 15, 20 cash offers and just say, hey, there's no obligation.
Just so you know.
So you know, here's how your home's trending. And they receive that. But here's what they'll do. They'll start recommending their family, friends, people at their office. Hey, you got to check this out. Jason over here, he's got a really cool program. You just want to see what things are going on. And you know what, lo and behold, those folks that they know many times need to move, sell. And who are they calling? They're calling you.
They're going to call you now
above anybody else.
That's right.
And
so don't overlook the power of sending out the cash offers to your database, whether it's texting or emailing, and having a campaign around your database that you are the one that can facilitate that. Because what the consumer, even your database, needs to understand is you are the conduit to everything real estate. You want to refi? You need to come to me. You want to cash out and sell, or you want to buy more? I am your conduit. You need a contractor. I'm your conduit. And so letting them know that you're there and you're active, that you have this available, that you don't want to be that secret agent that they're like, oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Absolutely not. I'm a big open house guy.
Proponent.
I've done it for years. Mm-hmm. I like running into people, hearing their story, what their starting process of, trying to, get out of a 2-story, get into a single level, trying to get their children into better schools maybe, or whatever their life situations. And open houses, you run into all that. We've all done them. We all know what that sounds and looks like. But I always had trouble because when that buyer would walk in, that open house opportunity would walk in, I always had trouble trying to get in. They had a house to sell, right? Mm-hmm. That was the thing that you had to unlock, right?
Yep.
It's like, how do I say, hey, I need to come over and see your house, right?
Correct. I want to get to the listing conversation.
How do I get over and see your house? I need to come over and see your house. I want to help you with that too, right? But you just have your laptop, open it up, and boom, 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 boom. And then you get 5-6 offers that pop up and say, these are offers right now available on your home. You could buy this home here today or any home, and we could take care of the home that you have. Yep. And isn't that nice, right?
You start eliminating all the contingencies or the reasons that they wouldn't want to talk to you about it. Like, well, I have to sell my house before I can buy it. No, I got that taken care of already here for you.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know when I want to do it. All right. I got that taken care of for you. You can pick your close date. Right.
100%. I think that in itself, and to see the home, they'll allow you to come over and see it. And next thing you know, you're in your home and you're giving them the best offer for them at that point in time, whatever their needs are.
That's right.
It's just a great, great tool for that. What a great utility tool.
This one's going to be surprising to some folks, this next one, because most of the cash companies out there, you go to them and they will not give you an offer if your home is listed.
Yes, that's
and a consumer will go there. They've listed with an agent. Then they go to the site and they want to get a cash offer, and it says, nope, you're listed. You can't. We won't look at you. We don't want to touch you.
So say if you're a real estate agent, and let me just share, if you're listening to any other podcasts, you need to listen to this podcast first and foremost, because this is where the good stuff is right here. We're giving you guys juice, man. We're giving you guys everything you need to be successful, even in hard times, good times, whatever. Just think of it this way. If it's a listed property, Jason, I wanted to be the buyer agent and get that co-broke. You could provide the cash offer to a listed agent, and you could transact that deal as a buyer agent with our cash offers on a listed property.
Correct.
And you're helping out somebody that's, consumer that's listed, not getting it done. The agent's not getting it done. You're helping them out. You're helping that consumer out, that homeowner out, all in one shot. So great opportunity there.
It is. So whereas most of those cash sites that are out there, platforms, they won't even look at you. Ours, we have multiple buyers that will absolutely make an offer for you.
Absolutely. We did mention home buying leads, those kind of buyers. So we did talk about that. This is very unique. Farming. So we all talk about farming, right? Usually when I farm, I plant something that never grows. I'm a horrible farmer. Don't ever invite me over to farm. I'm a plant killer and everything. Jacob, do you know what farming is? Yes. Yeah. So farming is a key word in real estate, but you can attach a cash offer to a specific address. If you're in an area that has high turnover rate, has maybe 7-8% turnover rate, this is great for that.
Absolutely.
Attach these cash offers, send it, door hang it, mail it, whatever you want to do. Get it in front of that homeowner, and lo and behold, you're going to walk away in that neighborhood of maybe 200, 300 homes. Yep. You're going to walk away every month with 2 or 3 listings.
Yep, absolutely. Whether you're sending postcards, doing flyers, when you have an area that's turning over like that, people are going to go to their site, even to your site, check out that cash offer out of a curiosity, out of a, well, if I could get this much, I'd move. That you want to be in front of that.
Yes. So if you didn't check out our last podcast, go back a week, look at the podcasts that we had, the platform. I'm going to switch the gear here a little bit. We're going to talk about buyers. What do buyers want?
What do buyers want with a cash offer?
Yeah. Buyers, home buyers want homes they can't find on the internet. They're afraid of missing out on a good deal.
So agents, what if you had access to a whole swath, look it up, of properties that were not on the market?
And your buyer is sitting with you, and you could put in, I'm looking for a 4-bed, 3-bath. My lot size is X. I want this zip code, this city, and 25 off-market properties or 50 off-market properties showed up. And they can be found anywhere but right here.
Yep. We're not even to clear cooperation stuff. So don't worry if you're thinking out there about clear cooperation. Nothing's being marketed. At this point, what it is that properties have been entered in saying, hey, what would an offer be? Nobody's marketing it. Right. But as a buyer, if you, an agent, have a buyer or are trying to secure a buyer, and you can show them that, like you said, 25, 50, whatever the number is in your area, these are the off-market properties I continually have coming in, well, that's a value proposition that not many agents can provide.
Yeah, and I always go back, when I'm sending MLS stuff to buyers and they don't answer my call, or they don't return the call. And I had one buyer in particular about a year ago say, why are you sending me these homes? I already got them. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I got them on all these search engine sites. Like, you just sending me stuff I already got. So
yep.
Quit bothering me.
True.
Yeah. And I couldn't get him to get out or see it. He was always saying, I don't like that. I already see it. But if you have 50, 60, 100 homes, whatever that is, that they're looking for, and it's sitting there, and you have that pocketed, and say, hey, you might be missing out on that perfect deal. I think I have your home sitting right over here. It's like, the buyer says, why don't you email it to me? It's like, no, I can't email it to you. These are homes that are not on the internet or anything. Mm-hmm. But I tell you what, we can meet, and I'll show you the property.
That's right.
There you go. So every one of your buyer rep agreements, every one of your buyer broker agreements, with this platform, you can get them signed guaranteed every time by sharing that you have off-market properties for sale and the fear of them missing out on a great deal.
And that's off-market, not even coming soon.
That's
Let's recognize it's off-market properties, true off-market 100%. Properties. So where would somebody run some ads for this if they're trying to market? I mean, we talked about some great applications, but there's plenty of free places, and just want to remind you all of some of the places where you can run these ads.
You can run them on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Threads, YouTube. You got your Google business page. Craigslist is a place. AssetCom, Fiverr, really WW, TikTok. And I just like the good old front door of the home. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that works out really well. Little door knocking, little door flyer goes a long way. So there's some not application, but places where you can run ads for free.
Absolutely, and don't overlook the Google Business Page part. If you get your Google Business Page, and there is a part on there where they want you to fill in what's your offer. What you're offering is stay in your home up to 12 months free, no repairs, pick your closing date. Those are the offers that you're doing. Use those on your Google page.
Absolutely. And then you got your TV, radio, streaming, billboards, bus, side of the bus. We see all this stuff. Park benches. Those are your paid grocery carts. Mm-hmm. Those are your paid spots. But it is idea for clients that what we just went through for homeowners that are looking for an offer, and that's where some of the target areas are that we just shared.
It really is, and what you need to do is, agents, I want you to think different. We keep saying that, think different, and the reason for that is because most of these you've probably heard. You're like, oh yeah, I know that. It's well known or whatever. But it's the application of using a cash offer to do it, and a common reason or excuse for not doing it is I don't know if they want a cash offer. Maybe they don't want an offer. Maybe that's no different than saying I don't know if they want to sell. But that shouldn't stop you from prospecting.
Absolutely not. And when you have better that up is multiple cash offers. When you have the
Correct.
multiple cash offers, it's just like, ooh, okay, you're cooking with some grease there, right? Mm-hmm. So this is
you're going to make it so that you're their one-stop shop.
100%. That's where we're positioning you. Hey, Jason, if somebody needs to reach us, I know we shared it last time in our podcast last week, but how do people find us? Where do you go if you have a question and say, hey, I really like this? How do I do this? How do they find us?
Reach out to us with good old-fashioned email at Jason or Tim at highestprice.com.
There you go.
That's not Jason or Tim at highestprice.com. That's like Jason at highestprice.com, Tim at highestprice. Just make sure.
Yeah, Tim at highestprice.com, Jason at highestprice.com. And we look forward to hopefully to have some conversation with you and talk to you and excited to hear from you.
Thanks
Jason,
for listening.
Yeah,
we
take us
really
out.
appreciate it. This is the Real Estate Consumer Shift. Always coming at you, hoping that you during this next week will think different.